Welcome to day 4 of the daily tarot card and oracle deck challenge that I placed on myself. Today we are going to be looking over the Zodiac Tarot deck. Here is the box, and its back says, Zodiac Tarot reveals the close connection between the stars, their journey across the celestial sphere, and life on Earth. The observation of planetary movements and the sky has always given us keys to a better understanding of human nature and ultimately ourselves. The major arcana links to the zodiac and planets, while the minor arcana connects to the 4 elements, leading us into a world where astrological energy blends with traditional tarot to illuminate our divinatory path under the stars. Includes 78 card borderless tarot deck and 128 illustrated guidebook with detailed card description and spreads. Alrighty, so it opens like this. And what's different about this deck is, here's the guidebook, is that it also has like it comes in an additional box. And here are the cards. Just so in case this is your first time watching my channel, we have to put these little stickers onto things that may be considered nudity so as to abide by the YouTube rules. So we're going to flip through this deck, and this is card number 1, the Fool. And this book, which does deal with astrology and the zodiac, has symbols like this one to show us what signs they are. Now, I'm not that great with signs, but I do believe the Fool and this, I don't know what this sign is. I'm sorry, I'm not going to pretend, but you guys come follow along with me. The Fool. Here we have the Magician, and this right here is the sign of Mercury, and this zodiac is Gemini. I'll just say what I know. The High Priestess, the Moon. The Empress and Venus. The Emperor, Aries, which is a zodiac sign. Here we have the Hierophant, which is Taurus. The Lovers, which is Gemini. The Chariot, Cancer. Strength, which is the Leo sign. Here we have the Hermit, which is Virgo. Here we have card number 10, the Wheel of Fortune, which is, I believe, Jupiter. The Justice card, which is Libra. Easy way to remember that is the scales, Libra. Here we have the Hanged Man, which is Neptune. The Death card, Scorpio. Temperance, which is Sagittarius. The Devil, which is Capricorn. Here we have the Tower, which is Mars. The Star, which is Aquarius. I find it interesting that there's a star for a head here. And if you notice, some of the flowers are moons and star shaped, which is really a really nice touch. Here we have the moon, which is Pisces, a fish, and the moon. The sun, which would be the sun. Judgment. I forget which sign this is. I think it's Pluto. Here we have the World, which is the last card in the major arcana, and it is Saturn. Here we have the Ace of Swords, which corresponds with Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. And those are the 3 air signs, which makes sense for swords. Here we have the 2 of Swords, the Moon, and Libra. Alrighty, here we have the 3 of Swords. And I really like this illustration because here we see a person with possible vitiligo, which is a skin condition, and they are holding 2 swords, and one of the swords punctures straight through the heart and through her hand, and then one sword is coming in from behind her. She's been stabbed in the back straight through the heart. And this one corresponds with the Saturn and Libra. Here we have the 4 of Swords. Looks like someone sleeping, possibly standing up. I don't know. This could be an overview. And with the 4 of Swords, that corresponds with Libra and Jupiter. Here is the 5 of Swords, and this one is Venus and Aquarius. Here we have the 6 of Swords, and this one is Aquarius and I want to say Mercury. Here we have the 7 of Swords, and we have the Moon and Aquarius. This one is the 8 of Swords, and it is Gemini and Jupiter. Here we have the 9 of Swords, which is Gemini and Mars. The 10 of Swords, which is the Sun and Gemini. And here we are with the Page of Swords, and this page is, of course, associated with the air sign. The Knight of Swords is associated with fire and air. The Queen of Swords is associated with water and air. So all of the swords suits would be air. The queens all have water signs and their corresponding suits. So this would be swords, so it is air. Queen of Swords. And then we have the King of Swords, which is earth and air. And I believe all the kings are also all earths with their corresponding suit sign as well. But we'll find out. We'll continue. This is like a great deck if you're trying to understand the astrology and the tarot meeting. So if you're learning like myself, this I think would be a great deck for you, and it has been for me. This one is the Ace of Cups, which is associated with Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, which are all water signs. The 2 of Cups is Cancer and Venus. I love that The moon is associated with femininity and the sun is associated with masculinity. And here we have someone with a sun-cladded cloak, also with a star dress. And then the other person has a moon dress. And here we go to Three of Cups, which is Cancer and, I struggle with this one, I think Mercury. Here we have the Four of Cups, Cancer and the moon. Here we have the Five of Cups, which is Mars and Scorpio. Here we have the Six of Cups, which is the Sun and Scorpio. In this card deck, we see the Seven of Cups, which is Venus and Scorpio. This card is the Eight of Cups, and this is Saturn and Pisces. Here we have the Nine of Cups, which is Pisces and Jupiter. This is a lovely depiction of the Ten of Cups, and it is Pisces and Mars. Yeah, Mars. Here we see the Page of Cups, and this page is a water sign because it is a cups, and then this symbol is air, so air and water. So this makes a lot of sense if you think about it. I'm willing to bet that all of the pages have air signs because air has to do with learning. It symbolizes intelligence, communication, and since all the pages are considered students, it would make sense that they all have air signs and then their corresponding suit. Here we have the Knight of Cups. So water sign because it's cups, and then here we have fire. Then this one we have the Queen of Cups, and they are both cup symbols. And then we have the King of Cups, earth and water. And now we're moving on to the Wands suit. And this is Wands are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, which are all fire signs, fire elements. Here we have the Two of Wands, which is Mars and Aries. The Three of Wands, which is the Sun and Aries. Then here we have the Four of Wands, which is Venus and Aries. The Five of Wands, which is Saturn and Leo. The Six of Wands, which is, I want to say Jupiter and Leo. Here we have the Seven of Wands, which is Mars and Leo. Here we have Mercury and Sagittarius. Mercury. And here we have the Nine of Wands, which is Sagittarius and the moon. This is interesting because this person is facing the wall of wands here, and most of the time it looks like the person is keeping guard, but it also looks like he's looking up to the moon, which would guide him. He's got little moon boots. Here we have the Ten of Wands, which is Saturn and Sagittarius. Moving on to the Page of Wands, which is, this is a wand, so it's going to be fire, and then earth sign, no, I lied, air sign, because learning. Here we have the wands in its element, which is fire. And I'm pretty sure in all of the knights we've seen fire. And knights usually have a sense of urgency. They're going somewhere, so they're lit. They're going on their mission. They're starting off. So fire makes sense for knights. Here we have the Queen of Wands, which is her fire sign, and then also the water sign. The King of Wands, which is the fire sign for wands, and then of course the earth sign. This is Pentacles. This is such a beautiful illustration of Pentacles. And Pentacles are earth signs, which would be Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Here we have the Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, which would be Jupiter and Capricorn. Here we have the Three of Pentacles, which would be Mars and Capricorn. Here we have the Four of Pentacles, which is the Sun and Capricorn. Here we have the Five of Pentacles, which is Mercury and Taurus. What I really like about this is that you see that they're wearing eyes all over their clothing, and then they're crying. So this just makes me feel like they see, right? But with their eyes, it's blurred. Their actual eyes to see is blurred because of their tears, but they're wearing clothes that says that they can see. I don't know. It's really cool. Here we have the Six of Pentacles, which is the Moon and Taurus. Here we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is Saturn and Taurus. Here we have the Eight of Pentacles, which is the Sun and Venus, right? Yeah, no, Virgo. It's the Sun and Virgo. Here we have Venus and Virgo with the Nine of Pentacles. Here we have the Ten of Pentacles with Mercury and Virgo. The Page of Pentacles will always have an air sign, and then also its suit sign, which is Pentacles, so we're looking at Earth. The Knights will always have a fire sign, and since this is the Pentacles deck, it's Earth. Lastly, we have the Queen of Pentacles, which will always have a water sign combined with its suit, and this is Pentacles, so it's Earth. And then lastly, this is the King of Pentacles, and all kings have air signs, which, oh no, this is the King of Pentacles, so they all have earth signs, I'm sorry, and this is balanced Earth with two earth signs. So what I like about this deck as far as illustrations are concerned is that I feel like they did a really good job executing movement. Like, this looks like it's moving. It looks like the leaves are moving. I think a lot of the foliage, there's movement. Movement is fire. It's like you can see it. It feels like when you're watching these, you can sense the movement behind all of the illustrations, and I really appreciate that. And there are books that you can read. I am reading one, unfortunately I don't have it out, on the different deacons for the tarot deck and the different zodiacs, as well as the planetary movements. That's something maybe after I feel comfortable I can make a video on it. But this card does not have gilding, but it is a very, very like everyday card type usage. I hope you like this one, and I hope you stay tuned for tomorrow's deck that I will be showing to you guys. Enjoy your day, and I'll see you soon.